when I watch your Instagram, and I know you my brother personally, I see all the Harlem niggas fuck with you. Like everybody, every rapper in Harlem. What's your relationship with Jim Jones? Because he's just giving you verses, like he's just giving you verses, and not just giving you verses. Jim is actually showing up to your videos for the songs.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your relationship with Capo?
Me and Jim had a relationship for years, like since 2010. I had him and my pops been cool and shit like that, but like I came to Jim's studio session one time when I was pushing the Yellow Diamonds record. Shouts to my man Ash. I was building more so with Ash, and he had me in the studio he had me with Jim, and then Jim. I seen Jim's recording process. That's when I met Trav there. We was cool. He heard the record. I don't want to say he downplayed it because he ain't say nothing about it. Like he was like, "You like it," and that was it. The next day, it's on the radio. Jim hear it. I get a call from Ash, like, "Yo, Jim want to jump on the record." I'm like, "All right." He like,
"Which record is that?"
The record that I talked about earlier called Yellow Diamonds.
Okay.
So I goes to the studio again. He don't do the verse. He falls asleep and shit.
Yo.
So I'm like, all right. I'm like, yo, I'm out of here. And I leaves. So when I got the record from me, I'm like, I just kept thinking about Jim, and I was shaking my head because I'm like, yo, bro, Jim, you from Harlem, bro. It's like a Philly nigga's not supposed to give me a verse before you. Like, you feel me? So like,
it's about timing. It's about timing.
Yeah, it is about timing though. I kind of am glad he didn't give it to me earlier, but he didn't give it to me earlier. But then again, you just don't know, bro. Because what if Jim would have jumped? Jim had 60 racks at that time. Jim was in the mix. Yeah. You feel me? So what if he'd have jumped on the remix to that? Boom! It'd have turned me up. Like, all right, you and Jim got some shit out right now. Lit. Boom. Then after that, me and Meek, we were doing crazy. But I don't know regrets because I love how it fast forward. I grew, nigga. I turned up, and he started seeing that shit. He started seeing me in different events where I'm not with my pops. I'm not even near the nigga. He's not even in the town.
You going off your own name now.
Yeah, he see it. He see it, and he followed me one day, and from there he was just fucking with my shit. He posted my shit. I said, yo, we gotta work, nigga. You owe. You feel me? You owe for 10 years. So he's like, let's get it. He's like, let's get it. We still don't do the record chat. He's just showing me love at this point.
Right.
Posting me, show shit like that. I'll post my man up. He says some slick about my man. I calls him. I'm like, yo. He like, what I do? We talk about the shit he said. And then after that, we just start talking about business and shit like that. We start like certain shit he want to do for me and shit like that. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? I'm like, let's get this record. He like, send me some shit. I knew right then and there what I wanted to send him. Cause when I did Dougie in the beginning, so boom, I did Dougie. I was gonna put Troy Ave on in the beginning. Troy Ave was like, I like it, but this ain't really my vibe right now. He like, we talk on the phone for like an hour. He sends me something. No problem. I was kind of glad he dubbed it anyway, because now that I thought about it, when I thought about it after he sent me something else, I'm like, you know what? I'm glad. Matter of fact, I might want to put Cam on this anyway. Just like some Harlem bop anyway. Like I knew once he said it wasn't his vibe, like it wasn't for him right there. Like I like this shit. It's like some Harlem shit. Like I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, you're right. It is some Harlem shit. I should get Cam. I wanted Cam and Jim on the record. They weren't talking to each other. So I did it myself and held it.
That was a dub.
Yeah. So when Jim said send it to me, I'm like, you know what? I don't even need to put Cam on this. I'm just gonna give it to Jim and let it just be like one of those vibes where Cam just jacket. Cam already knew about the record before I sent it to Jim, though, because my pops played it in a spot where Cam was at, and Cam spoke to him about it. He liked the shit or whatever, boom. But when I sent it to Jim called me 2 days after that. He like, yo, don't be mad at me. I'm like, what you mean don't be mad at me? He's like, yo, I'm saying like, yo, I blacked on this shit, so I don't want you to be mad at me. I'm like, yo, send me the record, man. He sent me the shit. He went crazy. I'm hyped. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to fuck the summer up on these things.
That shit hard too. I still play that to this day on my show.
Nah, I still be playing. I still got DJs that play it. They play Activated, but they play Dougie as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the vibe. And then putting Jim on that thing, and then he like, yo, we gotta shoot the vid to this. But let's not waste no time. Let's shoot this ASAP. I'm like, that's music to my ears. Let's do it. I had to wait till the nigga was ready, till the nigga felt safe to come outside, because right before that, like during the summer, he was staying in the crib. He was not jacking none of that. He's like, nah, COVID. I'm not with none of that. He wasn't coming outside. Once he came outside, that nigga stayed outside. Nigga doing videos here. He like, yo, he was gonna do my video in the daytime. He like, yo, let me go do this video. Let me go do this video for this other artist, and let me do the video with you later on so we could be out all night. I'm like, all right. So while I wait for him, I'll shoot another video. And then I shoot a video. Once that video finished, he get there. We shoot that video. Legendary. I had to shoot that in front of the Cherry Lounge, shoot that on the west side of Harlem. It was dope. And you know, now me and Jim about to do another joint.